Hello, and welcome. I'm so glad you have found your way here today. This channel is a space where we gather to talk about big, important things. We explore self-expression, what it means to show up as our true selves. We discuss personal growth, empowerment, positivity, and relationships with money. Our main goal is to find kinder, more honest ways to live our lives. Today, I want to talk about something that touches almost everyone. It is the constant pressure to hustle, to grind, to push harder. I want to offer a gentler, more powerful alternative. It is an idea that feels like coming home. So many of us have been taught that the only path to success is paved with exhaustion. We are told to wake up earlier, work longer, and never, ever stop. This message is everywhere, and it can feel like the only truth. But what if it isn't? What if pushing harder is not the answer? Many of us try this path and find ourselves feeling tired, depleted, like we have somehow failed. Today, we are going to explore a different way. It is a path that suggests you do not always need more discipline. Sometimes, what you truly need is more safety. What do I mean when I say safety? It is not about bubble wrap or avoiding all risks. It is about a deep internal feeling of security. Safety is the feeling that allows your body and mind to finally relax. It is the permission you give yourself to take a full, deep breath without fear. It is knowing that you will not be judged or punished for being human, for having limits, or for needing rest. True safety means practicing kindness toward yourself. It means creating gentle rules that support your well-being, rather than rules that push you to your breaking point. It is the solid ground beneath your feet. This conversation is an invitation. It is an invitation to pause and question the shoulds that have been running your life. It is an invitation to consider that maybe your body has been trying to tell you something important. When we feel constantly unsafe, stressed, and on high alert, our best efforts can fall flat. We are going to unpack why that is, and how to build a foundation of safety instead. This is not about giving up. Discipline is a word we hear all the time. It is praised as the key to achieving our goals. It means showing up and doing the work, even when you do not feel like it. And yes, discipline can be a powerful tool. It can help us start a new habit, or finish a difficult project. But discipline does not work in a vacuum. It needs a calm mind and a settled body. When your body is in a state of stress or feels fundamentally unsafe, trying to force discipline is like trying to push a car uphill with the emergency brake on. You are fighting an invisible, powerful battle against your own biology. Think about a small child learning to walk. If the child feels scared or overwhelmed, they will sit down and cry. No amount of yelling, "Try harder, be more disciplined," will get them back on their feet. What they need is a reassuring hand to hold. They need a soft voice telling them it is okay. They need to feel safe enough to risk falling. Your body works in the same way. When it perceives a threat, looming deadline, financial stress, self-criticism, it shifts into survival mode. Your heart might race, your shoulders might tense up, your brain starts scanning for danger. In this state, your brain is not optimized for complex planning or creative thinking. Many people who try to be more disciplined are stuck in this exact cycle. They push through the exhaustion, and they ignore their body's signals for rest. For a short time, this might even seem to work. But eventually, the body rebels. Sleep becomes difficult, your mood plummets, and the quality of your work declines. This is the moment when self-blame creeps in. You tell yourself you are weak or that you lack willpower. This shame only makes your body feel even less safe, which tightens the loop. The more you blame yourself, the more stressed you become, and the harder it is to find the motivation you are looking for. You are not failing at discipline. The strategy of pushing through an unsafe feeling is failing you. It is a system designed for a sprint, not for the marathon of a meaningful life. Inside each of us, there are different voices that guide our actions. It is so important to learn how to tell them apart. One of the loudest voices is often the voice of emotional pressure. The inner critic, the taskmaster, the drill sergeant, "You have to do more. You are not good enough yet. Don't you dare stop now." This voice feels heavy and demanding. As soon as you accomplish one thing, it is already pointing out the next thing you have to do. It convinces us that our worth is tied directly to our productivity. Living under constant pressure is like holding your breath while you run. It is the fast track to exhaustion. Now, let's talk about the other voice. This voice is emotional support. It is softer, calmer, and more compassionate. This is the voice of your inner ally, your gentle guide. You are doing the best you can. Let's try this one small step. I am here with you. This voice does not demand perfection. It encourages effort. When you make a mistake, it does not shame you. Instead, it asks a gentle question. What did we learn? What do you need to try again? This voice of support helps you breathe. It calms your nervous system. It builds a steady, reliable fire of motivation, rather than the explosive, short-lived fire of pressure. With support, you can work hard, but you can also rest without guilt. You are not lazy or broken. If you've spent years pushing harder, only to end up exhausted and defeated, hear this loud and clear. You are not alone. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are a human being who followed a script handed to you. The hustle script is loud, persuasive, and it promises success if you just sacrifice enough. The fact that you tried so hard shows immense desire and incredible courage. Then what's the problem? The script is flawed. Rest is not the opposite of work. Rest is a vital part of the work cycle. During rest, our minds consolidate learning. Our creativity is replenished. When you pushed to the brink and it didn't work, the system failed you, not your spirit. Give yourself credit, then kindly let that old story go. Your body was asking for safety. For so long, we have been told that ambition and drive are the foundations of success. But what if there is something that comes even before that? I believe that safety is the true foundation for lasting motivation and meaningful achievement. When you feel fundamentally safe, your brain can shift out of survival mode and into its higher-level functions. It can plan, dream, create, and solve complex problems. When you feel safe, you have the bandwidth to learn new things and to bounce back from setbacks. Safety is the fertile soil where your dreams can take root and grow strong. This idea of safety is not abstract, it is incredibly practical. It is built through small, consistent actions that signal care to your nervous system. Boundaries like turning off work notifications after 7 p.m., or having a friend who listens without judgment. Psychological safety means it's okay to say, I need help, or I made a mistake. With a sturdy platform of safety, you can build the life you truly want. It can be hard to imagine what this kind of safety feels like if you have lived your whole life in a state of high alert. So let's paint a few pictures to make it more concrete. Imagine your to-do list is not a weapon you use to beat yourself up, but a gentle menu of possibilities. What is the one thing I have the energy for right now? That is safety. It is trading self-criticism for gentle curiosity. It is giving yourself choices instead of commands. This small shift can change your relationship with work and responsibility. Discipline spends energy. Safety ensures you have energy to spend. You become a wise steward of your own vitality. If you practice with tension, frustration, and a voice in your head saying you are terrible, your fingers will be stiff, and your mind will be blocked. Now, imagine practicing in a comfortable chair, with the freedom to make mistakes and make ugly sounds. You play for just 15 minutes, and then you stop. The next day, you are actually excited to pick it up again. That is what safety does. It makes growth feel inviting instead of intimidating. It fosters a sense of play and exploration. Ultimately, safety feels like coming home to yourself. It is the feeling of a full breath and quiet confidence, not because you are perfect, but because you can support yourself through imperfection. A grounded worth, independent of your accomplishments. This might all sound wonderful, but you might be wondering, how do I actually start? The key is to start small. Building a sense of safety is about building trust with yourself, and trust is built through small, consistent, and kind actions. You do not need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just choose one tiny thing to try. First, pay attention to your breath. When you feel a wave of stress, just pause. Bring awareness to your breath for 30 seconds. Exhale slightly longer than inhale. This signals you are not in immediate danger. Second, set one small, gentle boundary. Maybe do not check work email after 8 p.m., or take a 10-minute walk at lunch. Say no to a small request when energy is low. Third, identify one person who feels like a safe harbor. Ask to check in weekly, just to be heard. Finally, celebrate small efforts. Good job. Wonderful. These moments matter. Embracing safety over hustle can feel like a quiet, personal revolution. We live in a world that shouts, faster, more, now. Choosing to whisper, gently, slower, with care, is a radical act of self-preservation and courage. It is a firm but gentle refusal to be treated like a machine. It is not giving up on your goals, it's choosing a strategy for a lifetime. Start with the person you are right now. Be kind to that person. Steady, compassionate effort beats a frantic sprint. You have the power to rewrite this story for yourself. Hold bold dreams while fiercely protecting your well-being. If this message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe so we can keep creating uplifting content. Visit www.1012expressions.com for exclusive merchandise that supports your journey with style and humor. Thank you for spending this time with me. Now take one slow, deep breath. You are safe. You are whole. And you can always begin again.